Welcome to all of you guys. Hey, how you doing? I hope you guys are well. So this week's installment of the live surgery sessions for the UBS is going to be concentrating on the system as a whole. Okay, I'm going to show you a couple of things. I'm going to go through a top-down look at exactly what you can use the system for. Now, the system is great in that it offers a lot of functionality. But today I'm going to be concentrating on how you can run your business from one platform for minimal costs. Okay, so it's really important to understand that it is a minimal cost system and it incorporates a lot of functionality. Some things that we overlook and some things that we take for granted. But genuinely, there's so much that you can do with this system. You can run your whole business off the back end of it. Okay, so I'm going to walk through what we can use UBS for, the Ultimate Business System, and how it replaces everything else as well. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to give you a 60-day free trial link, so you can drop um, uh, you can drop your details in there, sign up for a 60-day free trial, and that will allow you to basically just sense the system out free for 60 days. And then once you've got your head around it, you've looked at all the other tutorial videos that we have on the system and on YouTube, you will then be able to make a decision around whether or not you want to carry on using the system. I'm sure that you will. And the reason for this is the reason for we give a 60-day demo as opposed to like a 30-day or a 2-week demo is because you really do need that period of time to get your head under the hood, so to speak, to understand how it works and to build some meaningful stuff out, automations, etc., for your business itself. Okay. And the software can be used for many businesses. It can be used for e-commerce businesses. You can build your own stores in there. It can be used for coaches and consultants. It can be used for chiropractors, for dentists, for estheticians, people that do makeup and injections, etc. It can be used for personal trainers. You can also do a lot and on the back end of it as well. So there's an affiliate marketing section. You can build review sites in there as well. So you can do all your reputation management from there as well. You can post to social media, so it gets rid of a lot of the aftermarket tools that you need to buy to post to social media, schedule posts, etc. And through the intelligent call tracking and telephony systems, now you can even make and receive phone calls on the app itself. So it it takes away the necessity to have like an IP phone system installed, right? And if you're a coach and consultant, you can also host your own courses and products on there as well. And the great thing about it is it has a load of workflow and automations in the system, and you can also use it to set up a bookings and appointment system. So you can have live access to your diary, and you can charge for service-based bookings, like a beauty, a facial, a haircut, etc. So it's quite a good system to use for that because it has so much functionality. Okay, it's bit.ly /UBS dash super. That is a link that you need to go to avail yourself of the system. Okay, and I would highly recommend that you do so. It is a 60-day free trial, and that will allow you to get your head under the hood, and then review the system to see exactly how it works. Okay, it's really important that you get a hands-on feel for the system because it is the best way to understand whether or not you are going to end up using it. Okay, so going to share my screen with you. Here we go. So you should be able to see the application window open up. You should be able to see dashboard, a couple of different areas with new ticket, open ticket, etc. Hopefully by now this interface to the system shouldn't be of any shock to you to see it like this, but I'm going to take you through tab to tab and explain to you exactly what every part of the system does. Okay. Now, the first thing that we would want to compare this to as well is in fact, before we do that, I'm going to show you an overview of the systems that we are looking to replace within the ecosystem of your business. Okay, so you may potentially already have systems that you're using. Okay, so you might have like a funnel system. Let me just show you this over here. So you should be seeing my screenshot over here. So you should be able to see like CRM pipeline management systems, stuff like HubSpot, stuff like Active Campaign. You're going to be spending a minimum of like $100 on those monthly. Okay. Sales funnels, you got stuff like Lead Heroes, Lead Funnels, Click Funnels, and they would set you back $297 monthly. You then got website builders, WordPress, Wix, Squarespace, and they can cost north of $29 per month. Then surveys and forms, depending on what you use, Typeform, Woo Forms, they can cost you north of $49 a month. Email marketing, I feel the prices have gone up. So like Active Campaign, MailChimp, HubSpot, et cetera, et cetera. They cost you north of $99 a month, okay, just for a very basic email marketing system. Two-way SMS marketing, again, $99 per month. North of that is what you could be expected to spend on a system that will allow you to do that. Bookings and appointments, so stuff like Calendly, you're looking at spending $29 plus per month. And then workflow automations, again, $170 per month upwards. Courses and products, you're looking at spending a minimum of £100. I know this has gone up because Kajabi have put their prices up recently. So $99 plus per month. And then call tracking, if you're looking at like call and telephony systems, you're looking at spending a minimum of $49 plus per month. Reputation management systems cost you north of $160 per month. Tracking and analysis would cost you $299 per month. This is dashboarding, essentially. Communities, stuff like school, et cetera, et cetera. You're looking at spending north of $89 monthly. And then document signing, you're looking at spending anything north of $47 monthly. So this, if you were to total it all up, can amount to a figure that's in the early thousands. You're looking at spending anywhere between 12 to 1300, if not more, per month. And all of these systems over here are disjointed. They don't talk to each other. Some of them do, but you need to build in integrations and automations that allow your CRM and your pipeline management to talk to your funnels, to capture the details, to then have your emails go out at the right time, through workflows and integrations using Zapier, Make.com, or N8N. Okay, so these systems would all be disjointed and you need to bring them in. So you're adding an extra layer of complexity and something that could potentially break as well. So why is it that we recommend Ultimate Business System over all of these? Well, you're saving a lot of the money. You'll be spending a fraction of the cost per month, and all these systems basically come under one hood. So they all talk to one another without you having to then construct a middle layer, as something that talks to another software over one another. They're all built to talk to one another. Okay. They're all within one platform over here. So for example, let's look at opportunities and pipeline management. Okay. We have our own pipeline management tool over here where, exactly as we have support tickets, we also have the ability to create our own. And these are stuff that we've created in there. You can see that I've created a pipeline that goes from new lead to contacted, call booked, proposal sent, follow-up required, and closed. And this allows us to track our leads that come in. Now, we can actually design this around any of the customer journeys that we have for ourselves or for our clients as well, if you're using this for your end user. But you can design this pipeline to be whatever it is within your business, okay? Sorry, just taking a sip from my water. And you're able to then view people as they go through. The great thing with this is as well, because we have automations built into this, we can actually, when we move stuff over from proposal sent, follow-up required, wherever stage it's at, we can actually have automations that kick off as well. Because the systems are tied into one another, we can actually have automations kick off as soon as their stage changes, okay? This is great. It's a great way to manage your customer journey for your customers coming into your business, knowing exactly where they are. But also from a management perspective as well, if you're running a business, you need to know where your money is stuck. And this allows you to see that at a glance. because you can see exactly where your new leads are when they come in, if they've been contacted or not, if calls have been booked in, if proposals have been sent. And you can also see how much money is tied up in each stage. So you can then take decisions on how to push forward. Do you spend more time this week or the next couple of days on chasing up proposals? Do you do it on generating new leads, etc., etc.? It gives you a great way of looking at that level of management information by then just checking out exactly where your leads are, where they're stuck. Okay. And you can do that in a time framed basis as well. Okay. So your system gives you all the information you need. Okay. And it will show you exactly where stuff is set. And you can actually change your dashboards as well. One of the biggest things and one of the reasons why we use systems like the UBS, why we use stuff like landing pages, etc., is for one of the main reasons within our industry is for thanks to a person called Russell Brunson. Okay, Russell Brunson was the sales brains behind ClickFunnels, and he made the funnel something that is a widely accepted term within the marketing industry. And as a business owner, we should all know what a funnel is. We probably do because we've had a bit of exposure to Russell Brunson and his concept. Now, the great thing with the UBS platform is that it allows you to build out an unlimited number of sales funnels. Okay, so we can have loads of funnels that are built in here. We can also build websites out as well. So it negates the requirement to have WordPress, Wix, or Squarespace sites. And in fact, the look and feel of these sites built within UBS is way better than what I feel than using a WordPress or Wix or even a Squarespace, because there's a big learning curve with that. But here within the UBS, you also have loads of templates that you can get a site up and running very, very quickly. The quickest I've done it in is about 45 minutes, and that's connected with the forms as well. So you are able to rapidly prototype sites to get them up and ready with contact forms in a very, very short space of time. And that's really good if you're a business owner because it allows you to be responsive and proactive, especially if you like, you're going to deliver a talk or a keynote, or you've just come up with a new product. You can be very, very agile in getting those up quickly. Now, you can see here, I'm just going to pop up an example of one that I built. It doesn't look like anything spectacular, but you can see that a landing page can be a landing page, can be a landing page with as much information or as little information on there as possible. We've got a nice picture of Simon there, a little bit of blurb, contact form and order form there to grab a 10 ways to earn online with AI, and headings, logos, etc., etc. Now I can get really fancy with this and put like 3D backgrounds that I've got from Pexels, really, really nice backgrounds. But just to show you that you can actually up and ready a very, very basic functional site or funnel very quickly by doing this. This is something that you're able to do. Now, building something with ClickFunnels, again, you can do it quite quickly, but with ClickFunnels, you have to then utilize a middleware to connect ClickFunnels to your forms, to then connect your forms to your email marketing software. Whereas this has all that functionality built into one. So if I was to fill out the form over here, it would then be captured by the system, and then it would then be processed. We could then set up an automation to process it, create a contact, create an opportunity, and then send them out some emails, etc., and have that posted out. So it's great to be able to do that as quickly within here without having to then worry about having all the added complexity of having to connect forms up using Zapier and Make and NAN. It just gets very, very complicated that way. And also, there's more links in the chain to then break. If one of those links was to break, it would stop your website or your tool from functioning. Okay, your funnel from functioning. It wouldn't capture the details. Customers would be coming there, leaving their details there, and you wouldn't know. You'd be none the wiser. It'd probably take a little time for you to catch up with that. Okay, so what these sections do, like just literally have gone through them very quickly, from opportunities to sites. So we have website and sales funnels builders. We also have our forms that are located within here. We can create an unlimited number of forms and an unlimited number of websites and an unlimited number of funnels, and have them feed into our system to then have automations kick in off the back end of them. Okay, so just by having that one part of the system, you're saving yourself in excess of, and I've got to work this out, very, very quick mathematics. So $49, $50, $30, that's $80 to $300 to $380 and $100. So you're looking at about $480 a month. Okay, just by these couple of tools that I've shown you. So all I've shown you so far are opportunities, sites you've looked at, funnels and websites, and then we're looking at forms. So just those tools, you're saving about $480, and it's all integrated. So everything is connected to one another within the system. So you're not having to rely upon an extra layer of complexity that takes information from one side and puts it into the other. Okay. That's a really, really important point. Okay. Because when you have complexity, the more complexity you have, then you have more chance of things breaking. Okay. Cool. So Bimby, you've got a couple of questions that you've put in. I'm going to come to those in a second. Julie, you've got a question as well, which I'm going to come to in just a second. Okay. And in fact, if you do have questions, please, I will be opening up the question and answer section for you towards the end of the presentation. So please, if you can save your questions until then, that would be great, because it allows me to go through the information that I have, and hopefully one of the sections would cover off the questions that you have. Okay, and if not, then we can save them for the end. We can ask. So I do hope you guys can help me out with that. So let's have a look. Okay, Bimby, you said a couple of other platforms have AI tools integrated into them. What AI tools are you talking about specifically? The second part of your question is when you send out emails, they are apparently not being received or have been going into spam boxes. Yeah, that's nothing to do with the system. That's to do with your domain authority. And you can increase your domain authority by having more people open up your emails. And the way you do this is by sending out better quality emails and by also ensuring that you're not sending too many emails out. Also, you get your customers into the habit of opening your emails. One of the most important things you can do for that is list cleanliness. So you can clean your list to ensure that messages are only going out to people that engage with it, so you have a higher chance for it to land in your customer's inbox. Okay, and that's something that's very separate to the system. That's all to do with your email domain authority, and there are loads of articles out there on the internet that will help you understand that. It's not what the purpose of this session is today. Maybe we can run a session about it, I don't know, but I'll put that back up to Max and to Roger to talk about. Julie, your question is, if I've designed my website on Lovable, can I share this? Also use this? Can I then also use this? How would this work and how would I integrate forms? Okay, so Julie, you've designed on Lovable. You cannot import your site that's been designed from Lovable into UBS. Okay, that's okay. However, what you can do on Lovable is you can use the forms that you designed within the UBS system and have them populate within your Lovable website. Okay, you can do that in a number of ways. I'm not going to go into the intricacies of it today, but you can do that. You can either link the form up using a webhook, or you can embed the form within your website. To give you an example of exactly how that is done, I will show you this website. This is my website. And if we click on the button over here, this form is directly linked into UBS and it sends all the information over. Okay, so you are able to do so. It looks like a normal form. But Lovable is very adept at helping you connect that in. Okay, you just need to give it the form or the webhook, and it will do that for you. Okay, perfect. Bimby, let me know about the AI tools you were talking about. We can talk about some of those as well. Cool. Julie, it's not a question related to the session that I'm doing today, but I will see if I can answer that for you later on. Cool. Okay, so we have covered off pipeline management and CRM, unlimited sales funnels, website builder, surveys and forms, and now also email marketing. So a very good question, and that's something that Bimby referred to earlier on. But marketing, and I'm actually to look at the marketing tab and go into it in some details over here. So we've got social planner. We can see that social posts have been generated and scheduled to go out. and then you can actually see comments and interactions that are coming on the back end of it as well. But you can actually have everything done through here. When you schedule a post, you can create it from a CSV, or you can actually just create an individual post. Like you don't have to do multiples at the same time. But here you can create a post for all the different platforms that you have connected up in there and have them posted out. The platforms that we are connecting to or that we can connect to, are Facebook, Instagram, Google, your business profile, LinkedIn, TikTok, YouTube, Threads, Pinterest, and also Blue Sky as well. Okay, so there's loads of options there for you. We can create once and then disseminate that post to all the platforms. You then have emails, which are a great way of marketing. Everybody knows how an email marketing tool works. We have obviously our delivery and open rates over here. You can see Bimby, I think, asked a question about delivery rates, etc., etc. You know, yours are ending up in the spam box, but these have all been delivered. Quite a lot have been opened as well. So yeah, some list cleanliness is what you need to do. An email builder, again, very, very straightforward email builder. It is like MailChimp. You have email marketing templates that you can actually use as well. So it has a templated section you can use. So it helps you get off the ground as quickly as possible. Uh, yep, that's cool. Cool. Don't worry too much about snippets and countdown triggers or timers, sorry, or trigger links. Trigger links are just allow you to track when a link's been clicked. But you also have an affiliate manager within here as well. We can set affiliate products so you can have other people generate traffic for your product and send traffic to you, and you can also have a payout scheme for them that allows you to run a affiliate scheme successfully, and it's all managed through the system over here. You can also connect up Ads Manager, which I think is actually free to use now on UBS. They don't have an extra charge for it. At one point, we were being charged by the software providers to then pass this on, but I think it's now free to use for all clients of the software. Take a sip of water. Cool. So with your email marketing system, you can send out individual campaigns, but you can also have them go out through your automations as well. So you can structure certain emails to go out at certain points. Like if a purchase has been done, if they've gone to cart, added a product to cart, but they've not bought it, and we've got their email address, we can send them out a cart abandon sequence, etc., etc. Sending out password details to log in, next steps, onboarding, everything can be done through here, and it can be done through running it through an automation stack. Okay. You also have two-way SMS marketing, which can be done through your individual contact records. So you literally have a two-way contact channel with them that's direct and that has a really, really high open rate compared to emails. Okay. So you're saving a ton of money when you do that as well. Bookings and appointments. So we have a calendar system where, much like Calendly, much like Acuity, you can generate a calendar. You can also do a service booking calendar as well, so they can pay for a service, haircuts, beauty treatments, etc., etc. So you're able to take a payment as soon as an appointment is booked. Otherwise, a appointment doesn't get confirmed. So these all tie in with your calendars, and you're able to look at your availability, and it detects when you're not available and when you are available. So you're able to make successful bookings at times that work for you. As a business owner, that's really important because you might have other things that are going on. So it's important to know that our system also allows you to do that in a way where it's quite hands off. So you don't need to worry about checking stuff. It's just done in the background. Here's automation. So automations could be for pretty much anything. Okay, let's look at this. Okay, so this is a surgery pipeline new lead example where a form is submitted. We then find if an opportunity exists. If it does, then we update it. If it doesn't, then we create. And then off the back of this, we can actually send emails, SMSs, etc., etc., using the vast number of options that are available to us. And we can do that all within here. So, depending on if A happens, then we do B. This is a system that will allow you to do that. Okay, the automations allow us to do that. You can also set up some automations around if the pipeline status has changed. So if the pipeline status changes from over here, pipeline stage call booked, so it goes from new lead to call booked, we can then add a tag. So we're then now able to kind of silo and cross-reference where our customers are. Then add a wait time in there as well of 14 days, and we can then add a task. So if it still remains within there after 14 days, we then add a task that says, hey, you've got to follow up on this person. And it does so seamlessly without your user or without yourself having to do anything. Okay. So we can make this one even better by doing an if check here, going if it still remains within this pipeline, then add a task. If it doesn't, if it's moved off, then don't worry about it. But that adds an extra layer of complexity, and that wasn't available when this was actually designed and created by myself. But the new ones do have that, so you can add that kind of functionality in there as well. So loads of things you can do with workflow automations. This is just scratching on the surface. We can even see granting course access when they've purchased a course. So there's loads of things you can do with this as well. It is absolutely fantastic. Saves you a lot of time within the business. And if you are paying for this externally, then it would cost you north of $170, but it's all included within the system at no extra cost. Courses and products, so much like Kajabi, you can actually host your own courses within here, and you're able to host them with video. Let's go to products over here. So you have your main course. We have the self-storage first deal playwright. That's another example of a course. Ultimate Business System Resource Center as well, et cetera, et cetera. You can actually have videos, text files, and everything within here. And the course structure is laid out much like Kajabi. So if you've ever used Kajabi before, this is a direct replacement for Kajabi, and you're saving yourself a lot of money, a ton of money every month by not paying Kajabi. I think it's somewhere near $200 now for the basic package, but you're able to do everything through here. So you're saving quite a lot of money and having it within your system, so you can even track how much learning your clients have done. Okay, so you're able to then support them further with their journey within you as well. So if you're a coach or consultant, you've got a learning or a knowledge-based product, this you can use to help you leverage your time more effectively. Okay, so that's the work courses and products section. We also got call tracking, reputation management, one of the most overlooked systems within the UBS landscape. Okay, you can use this to send out requests for Google reviews, for Trustpilot reviews. We haven't actually done anything right now. This is all dummy data. But you can have Trustpilot, Google reviews be sent to you, and also of very, very recently, I think this was about a month and a half ago, video testimonials. You can send your users a link, and they can then record off their device a video testimonial that you can use straight away in your system. Okay, it's such a phenomenal thing because usually getting people to record video testimonials is quite long and cumbersome, but this just allows them to do it off their phone, and the video gets sent to you straight away. So it saves you having to buy any expensive reputation management systems or testimonial systems on the back end of it as well. And you can place these widgets around your websites as well. You can have QR codes that can lead to review sections that can leave a review. And you can also link it into your Google business profile as well. Great tool to use, especially for local businesses. You can go and you can actually run just a successful business off of reputational management business with your clients. This one thing, I know people that run a full business just off reputation management, which is phenomenal, and it shows you just how needed and how valuable that part of the system is. Okay. We also have tracking and analytics. I've always shown you the dashboard at the start, but we can change these dashboards to show any of the information that's available within UBS. And, we can see efficacy of our ads at the bottom, where leads are coming in from, et cetera, et cetera. And it can all be done through the one software. We then have also within memberships, we have community. So stuff like school, think of school, you have your very own school community through UBS, and it's handled through the software over here. It looks and feels exactly the same as school, and it costs you nothing. And it's all handled within the UBS software. Okay, so you're able to apply access and take away access to people from your database. Should they misbehave or whatever, right? Stop being a customer, you can take access away. They want me to access their school site. Okay. It's the community site, but it's like a school site. Cool beans. And then the final one is signing. Document signing in itself. So um, I use UBS for my business, okay? And I send out contracts to my clients and I have them sign contracts through the UBS system, okay? So we get a double signature, a signature from me and a signature from them. And that in itself saves me about 60 to $70 per month using an external software. And it also means my clients have agreed to the terms and conditions of working with me. Okay, so it's a great tool to use and it's included free of charge within the software. They don't charge you any extra for it, but you're able to generate templates and contracts and have signature strips in there as well where they would need to sign it. You can also have signing orders. So your client signs first, then you sign second, and it's all handled through the app. And it's also tracked as well. So when the signature happens, it is tracked in the software. So you're able to then refer to it at a later point in time, should you need to do so. Okay. So that's just a quick overview of all of the systems that we've spoken about on that screenshot that I showed you earlier on. But here's the good things about it, okay? Like, so even better things about it, right? You have this contact management system that allows you to track everything a contact does. You're then able to see live conversations that come in. So if you had admin or front line staff, or if that's you yourself, you have one place where all your conversations come in and you're able to then review them and respond to them in a timely manner. So no having to go through a phone, a login, etc., to log into like Instagram, Facebook, or log into a different platform. You can have all your conversations turn up in one place over here, and have all your contacts listed in one section as well. So you're then able to then go and see exactly what your contacts are doing, what kind of behaviors they're doing. They looked at a lead magnet? Have they seen a certain web page? Especially if you build your web pages within UBS, you'll be then able to see exactly which sites they've seen, etc., etc. Um, the AI agents and AI studio side of things as well. You could use AI to build the website parts of it out for you. It's okay. It's in beta stage right now. Um, it is okay. It's not as good as Lovable or the other versions of Lovable that are available out in the market, but it is getting better. You can also have AI agents from within UBS. So you're able to, and I spend a lot of time on this with you guys as well. We're able to make chat and also voice bots that can be the front line for your business. Okay. So all in all, it's a very, very robust and very, very all-encompassing piece of software that allows you to run your business. There's so many things that it allows you to do where you would need three or four other um, software subscriptions to allow you to do that. And this all brings it under one roof for you, so you find it easier to then run your business. It's a super tool to use. And we also support you with the back end of it as well, whereby we have loads of tutorial videos. We have a support staff that will help you get it set up and onboard you correctly with it as well. So it's a great, great piece of kit to have to run your business off. So now, with that overview done, I'm going to open up the floor for any questions. Howard, you've got quite a specific question over there. Signed up for UBS trial 2 days ago, but only with a 30-day trial. Get my login details before it's cool. Can I have changed to a 60-day trial, which give me more time to learn the system? Yeah, sure you can, Howard. Follow the link that I've posted below. Sign up with a slight modification to your email and you'll be okay. So for your email, if it's howard@gmail.com, put howard plus ubs@gmail.com, and you should be able to sign up for that as a 60-day trial. Hope that helps. Any other questions that you have? You said storage challenge, Bimby. I think you mean, is there a file folder storage section? Yeah, there is. You have the ability to do media storage over here, so you can store videos, PDFs, etc., etc. over here. so that you're then able to post them out in your membership section. They can all be done here. Now, with your membership stuff, um, when you're creating courses, let's go to products. Let's go to UBS. I think this is displayed externally. Give me 1 second. I didn't create this. Let's go back. So let's add a lesson. We're going to add the lesson here. Test. So we go here and we go to edit. You then see you can actually upload your video directly. It's got to be MP4, WebM, MOV, AAC, MP3, or WAV file, and it gives you all the requirements for it there. Okay, so you can actually upload it directly to the system, and it would then post that video out for you. Okay, you can put in lesson thumbnails, and you can also put downloadable resources, PDFs, etc., etc. Okay, so it allows you to do that all for your sessions, and it stores it within the software. Bimby, great question. Can you build video clones, voice clones of yourself, like in marketing blocks? I take it marketing blocks is a different piece of software. You can do that through external softwares, but you wouldn't be able to do that within here. This is more of a CRM customer management system. Um, Marketing blocks, I think, is like an agentic platform, if I'm not mistaken, um, and it's more for like content creation. If I think what marketing blocks is. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Um, yeah, you wouldn't be able to do that within here. But you wouldn't be able to do that within here anyway to create your content. So you need to do that through an external site and bring it in. That's what I can do. Jill, what's the cost of UBS? $97 per month once your free trial runs out. We just have one subscription cost for UBS, £97 plus month. £97 per month. Great stuff. Cool. Okay. Thanks so much for your time today, guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Like and subscribe to the YouTube page, so it will notify you as soon as this recording has been put up. If you do have any questions with regards to your membership, if you're already a member, then remember you can email support@internetbusinessschool.com with regards to any queries you have, and they will be able to help you out. I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll see you guys and speak to you guys very, very soon. Take care. Bye bye.